Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Where's David and Jamie?
Yes. Join them this week on Crazy Nights as they celebrate my birthday. oh yeah!
I stick my tongue out like Gene does. Welcome to another week episode of Crazy Nights, and it's a very special day today. And
Yes, it is.
before we get into that, I wanted to introduce my co-host, as always, David Fowler. How you going, David?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jamie. Hello, everyone, for another week.
Yes, and I have to say, David, we had a great response from Michael Branfold last week from Three Sides of the Coin.
No, nice guy. It's really good to talk to.
Yes, a great guy to talk to, and we want to say thanks to Krazy.
And he gave us some good advice, which is good.
Yeah, great advice, and also I just want to say thanks to Three Sides of the Coin for all the hard work and the dedication they have given, not just to Crazy Nights and whatnot, but to the fans as general as well around the world. And without their support, this would just be another lazy podcast show, I suppose. But no, it's not lazy. We're crazy. So
Yes,
but
we
yeah,
are.
I just want to get the houseworks out the way first. Michael did give us a bit of great positive feedback, and also gave us some great encouragement on how to build this show. We are going to give you guys some homework to do at the end of the show as well, and he gave us a bit of some ideas to play around with. And there's something special coming up late in this show we can talk about. But I want to say thank you to all of the fans since we first started. We've got over 1,400 views since we started, David.
Nice.
And
That's very good. Keep watching and telling your friends about it.
And it's building and building as the week goes on by. People are going from whatever week they jumped in, and they're going back to the first one. I've just been keeping tabs on the views per episode, and most of them are around the 150 mark. There's a couple that's about 90 views and that, but
yeah,
we're hitting targets in certain areas, and the advice that Michael Branfold said, the fans will find you, and they are. We're getting fans joining our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And that we are currently working on our website.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
The producer of this show that does all the editing. Actually, we should give her more credit.
Exactly. I mean, she does a lot of work for us, and she does deserve a lot of credit as well for behind the scenes stuff.
Yes, and you know, there's been a lot of bloopers that we have cut out during the week's episode, but we are going to make a special later on in the year of all the bloopers that we've done, all the technical difficulties and everything else.
Yes, the ones we can show.
Yes, and if you are watching this, before we start, we did a bit of a promo. We had about 5 takes in the last half an hour, so you just understand we are trying to be funny, we are trying to be original, but more importantly, we're just us. We're crazy, you know.
Yeah, just trying to be ourselves.
Yes.
And give our opinions on things. As we've said before, we're not right, we're not wrong.
Yes.
It's just our opinion.
Just before we go on to this week's episode topics, Dave, I want to applaud the guys that I play with on every single Saturday. My football team, Sullivan beats Lunstar Lions. Both the reserve grade and the A grade scored a win at the end of the season.
Oh, good on you guys.
We celebrated as much as we can, like winning the grand final. The captain that I play along with this year has decided to hang his boots up after so many years of playing with the club, and I want to take my hat off. I was one of the guys that helped and won the B grade, the reserve grade, I should say. But We got 6 months off. I'll be doing pre-season training around November. I'm just taking a month off to put more time into this. And next month, David and I are going to do another side project that we've been working on and discussing.
Yes, still music related, but little less to do with Kiss, and more general hard rock metal sort of podcast. It's something I've kind of wanted to do for a while, and yeah, but you think more about it when as we nut it out a bit more.
Yeah, and the reason why we're doing this, the Soundwave announcement was announced for 2014 on Friday. Yeah, it's cool.
I reckon there's enough bands there. Well, it's kind of getting off the Kiss thing, but there's enough bands there for us to sort of. I mean, you're not going to like every band that's on there, but as long as there's enough to go over the day, and there's going to be more bands added to it. Apparently there's another 20 bands that are going to be announced on the second announcement. So
and I just want to say that the announcement for the second announcement will be around in October. So ticket goes on sale on the 4th or 5th of September for the pre-sale.
That's in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks time. So if you like heavy metal, please go along. I reckon there's about 6 bands all up that I will personally see, Dave. I'd love to see Megadeth and Newstead and Testament, and Shay wants to see AFI. And I know we're going off a bit of sidetrack just at the start here, but hey.
We'll talk about that more when we in our new podcast. We can go into that a bit more extensively than we shall here. But let's get on to this week's topic, shall we say, Jamie?
I want to know why we decided. Well, I've got one here. David's got the other one there. Why are we putting up Gene Simmons figurines? Dave's got a candy box. Oh yeah! I've got a little doll here.
Put all your cash in the bowl.
You can fuck off with my cash. You can go and get rooted. No, don't. If you want to know, David got a candy bowl for his birthday present.
Courtesy of Jamie and Shay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. And yes, I am wearing the Gene Simmons T-shirt here. Gene Simmons' birthday.
Happy birthday, Gene.
And he's been doing a lot of great stuff.
And good to see that. After 64 years and nearly 30 years with Shannon, he's finally learned. He's still learning stuff, and which is good.
He's going to have another 64 facelift too. So.
Oh no, he's only had one.
No, Jane. We're only joking here. We're only joking. Don't take it seriously. Like I said, we're crazy, but don't take it too seriously. But no, Gene, happy birthday. We have got a great thing to start off with to do with Gene Simmons' birthday. Early this morning, I woke up to a post that David got, which is forwarded to me early today, about a photo and about a comment saying that Paul has announced a retirement from Kiss, or Kiss will retire at the end of the year. We got a tweet back from Gene Simmons on our Twitter page, and he said no. Now,
it's false rumours. Don't worry. If you do hear about that online, people, it's not going to happen. Kiss will still be going for the time being, and when you do hear about the retirement, it will be coming straight from them, and you'll hear about it on Kiss Online.
And that's the thing. If it's not on Kiss Online,
exactly,
95%
or on Gene's site, or
like I said, if it's not on Kiss Online, 95% of the stuff that comes out on Facebook or Blogger or whatever is crap. It was just recently there was a death announcement about Jackie Chan, which was a lot of false rumours about that. don't listen to it. If it's
Yeah.
not coming directly from their official website or from the family or whatever, them personally, don't listen to it. Now, there's a lot of interest in this, and this is why I want to start talking off with this. It's a bit more like a mix and match like we did a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to focus on 3 to 4 separate things today, or this episode. We'll start talking about this thing, and fans has basically jumped on board and say thank you, Jamie and David, for posting.
Yeah, it's as we said, it's don't believe rumours unless you hear it from Gene and Paul and Doc. Or else it's just a load of crap.
Yeah, and that's where it led into some other comments that was posted underneath. They're not saying that Kiss will retire. People are saying, oh, they might retire.
Well, eventually they will, and but it's not going to happen anytime soon.
No, well, just recently, in the last couple of weeks, or probably a month ago, I did say that Kiss will headline a Download Festival next year in England, UK. People are saying they're going to do the Monster UK tour. I think that's already been passed, the European tour. I'm not too sure how things are going to go next year, but I truly believe, this is my only opinion, that next year will more commemorate the 40th anniversary, because it's starting as we
well, we're basically in the 40th
now,
doing it now. I mean, as we know, the first Kiss show was on the 31st of January '73, so we're in the 40th year now.
But why I'm saying that, they haven't really commemorated as such as a big spectrum of 40 years. I'm hearing rumours, and this is why I'm going on to this subject at the start. We're hearing rumours that there's going to be a Kiss Spectacular on New Year's Eve. People are saying they're going to be at Madison Square Garden. Some people are saying it's going to be at Times Square. People are saying that Ace and Peter signed a one-night contract to join the Kiss. I reckon it's not going to happen due to the fact, if you listen to what Peter has said, that he doesn't want to get underpaid than Eric Singer, so to speak. Also, Paul has said numerous of times he will die before he will join with the original members. Gene also said there will be a time when the original will join together on stage for one last time. I truly believe if and when that time happens, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will be the only time they'll do it.
Yeah, well, to celebrate the history of the band. And if certain people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they know who they are, and we know who they are, those parasites don't need to be talked about anyway.
No, especially after the performance with Eric Carr.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of frickin' parasites. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as Eddie Trunk would say, Rock and Roll Hall of Shame.
Well, it's in shambles. It really is.
Kiss were, as we know, Kiss were eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 14, 15 years ago. And yet, I'll stuff it. Well, guys like Jan Wenner and Dave Marsh. I've got one thing for you. You know, seriously, and as a tribute album goes, Kiss My Ass.
Yeah. We don't need the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We don't need the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's millions of people around the world, including us, that love the band, and that's all all the Hall of Fame we need.
And you know,
if you do decide Jan Wenner and Dave Marsh to actually induct them in, then great, but we don't need you anyway.
No. So you heard it from us. That's our opinion. You heard it from us, and many of other fans around the world, even bands as well, are screaming out for it. But
well, even Metallica, when they got inducted, mentioned Kiss
Mm.
should be in there.
Mm. And bands, well, they're not bands, but artists like Madonna and freaking ABBA and
Oh,
Jay-Z.
don't get me started on that crap.
We won't get started, but you heard our message. We don't like it, but there's nothing we can do. We can burn
Yeah.
it, we can do whatever, but don't. You know, we're only music lovers, and we don't need a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or shame or whatever you want to call it. We don't need it. Just enjoy Kiss for what it is, and
Exactly.
it is what it is. But continue on from the report that we got for this special 40th anniversary thing on New Year's Eve. Dave, I just want to get your opinion before I get mine.
Yeah.
Put mine in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see Ace and Peter joining the Paul and Jean for this one-night performance, whether it's at Madison Square Garden? I believe it's going to be a pay-per-view or tape for a DVD Blu-ray format.
Yeah.
I
mean, it'd be good if they could patch it up, whatever differences they have for at least one night, and do it. But will it happen? Who knows?
Well,
who knows? I mean,
from what I can gather for New Year's Eve, every year they have the ball drop.
Well, yeah, they used to do the Dick Clark New Year's Eve specials and all that. And whether, with Dick Clark passing a while ago now, obviously it's not going to be with Dick Clark.
No. But that's besides the point. I mean, they've done the Dick Clark and that, but for what I gather, what they do every year in Times Square, they have the ball drop. The countdown for the new year in Times Square. People are saying it's going to be in Times Square. I don't think it's going to be in Times Square. People are saying it's going to be, well, just recently, I have a friend of mine that posted...
What about Central Park?
Well, there's a lot... I know when they did Under the Brooklyn Bridge, back for MTV. Initially, that was supposed to be on the Statue of Liberty Island. Gene wanted to paint...
Staten Island.
Yeah. Gene wanted to get the face of Statue of Liberty to put a makeup on and fireworks and spectacular going. I believe the mayor of New York didn't approve it. It didn't fall through.
They didn't, because probably they didn't want the Statue of Liberty, let's just say, desecrated with the kid having to put the Kiss makeup on it. I think that's...
This was planned. Gene was planning it, and the management was planning it, and it was going to be a spectacular of all spectaculars. One of the reasons why they went underneath the Brooklyn Bridge to do the MTV.
Yeah.
But with this 40th anniversary thing that's going to happen, well, so to speak, around New Year's Eve, I have a friend of mine in the UK has got a message from someone who went to a recent meet and greet at Verona in America.
Yep.
And he went up to Doc McGee, and apparently Doc turned around and said to him that Ace and Peter has already signed a one-night contract to join Kiss. I'm not saying this is true or not. I'm only going by his facts. I'm keeping an open mind about it.
Whether it'll... Do you think if it was going to happen, they'd start leaking something by now? It'd be coming from more official sources.
I truly believe they won't leak anything out just yet due to the fact they're going to Japan, doing the cruise, then they're going back to Calgary, and Mitch LaFon was talking to us last month that Stampede performance up at Calgary that was flooded with water and that Kiss has rebooked it for November this year.
All right, yeah.
They're going back to Calgary to do that one. Do not let the fans down. That's what they're doing for.
You wouldn't never want to let the fans down, and it's good on them for not letting them down.
And for what I can gather, there's only one concert that's been announced for next year, and that's a Download Festival.
As headliners.
So whether or not they'll do something in between November to I think it's July or June next year to the Download, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, but with this Madison Square Garden thing, this person has said it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. I'm all for it. If it happens, it happens.
Definitely.
if it's not going to happen, well, don't bag Kiss out. They said, oh, they've never done the 40th anniversary. Well, things happen for a reason. I mean, things happen for a reason. Whether they do it or not, it's their business. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't here to brag or say, oh, why haven't they done this? I mean, we've been bragging for years why Kiss hasn't come out from 1980 to 1995.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is what it is.
And we eventually got them back, which is good.
Yeah. But I just want to go on to the next thing, David.
Yep.
When Kiss, well, going back to this report that you forwarded to me early this morning, when Gene and Paul decided to leave Kiss, this Kiss 2.0 or 2.0, version 2.0, how do you think that will go?
I think it'll go down like a frickin' lead balloon just quietly, if they did. If Gene and Paul, to me, if Gene and Paul aren't there, yeah, it just ain't Kiss, man.
Well, the reason I'm saying that, a lot of people clarifying Kiss as a tribute band now. Right?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that because you've still got two of the original members there. But
I do understand that, but what I'm trying to get at is that most fans don't.
And the most important two members too.
Well, true. I mean, one is higher than the other, or you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
The reason why I'm saying is there's been a lot of talk going around since Gene has said that there are going to be 5 years left in Kiss, or that's what he reckons.
He said 5 to 10.
5 to 10, yeah. And I remember around the Sonic Boom tour when they went to England, or it might have been the Live 35, that there was going to be a version 2 of Kiss. Now, me perspectively speaking,
yeah,
if it does, it's going to be like Rockstar In Excess or Rockstar Supernova, whatever.
Yeah, I still don't.
It's going to be a Broadway show, and this is the question I want to put towards you, Dave. It will be a multi-franchise of a tribute band. There won't be any originals left in it. It will be made up of other people, right? People are saying it'll be a tribute band rather than a band as such. But what I'm trying to say is
kind of like the Queen Will Rock You type deal.
And
I don't think that would affect tribute bands around the world just quietly. That's a kind of it would be kind of like a different deal. The whole a musical type thing, as opposed to a rock show, just a normal type Kiss rock show. It'll be done differently to that.
Well, that's one question.
So I don't think it'll affect any tribute bands around the world, or like Kiss Joy here in Australia, or Kiss area.
Well, there's only one or two things that could possibly happen. One, every tribute band will have to close shop, or two, they'll have to license and register themselves.
Well, yeah, well, maybe.
Because
I still think it'd be kind of separate. I don't think Gene and Paul would impede on them that way. They still allowed to continue on as they are, and I don't think they will do all the licensing of tribute bands. Can't see that happening.
The reason why I'm saying that, the makeup is trademarked and the Kiss logo is trademarked. You can do anything else.
If they could do, if they were worried about the makeup with tribute bands, wouldn't you think they would have already licensed it or licensed these bands already?
True. True. And
so I don't see if they're going to do the Kiss musical stage show or anything like that they do that now, or when they do that, because they would have done it already. If they were going to do it.
Yeah, and it is what it is. If it's going to happen, I mean.
So I think when they've talked about tribute bands in the past, they've said they've consider it highly honoured that people go out there and put the makeup on and pay tribute to them. That consider it an honour that people,
Well,
So I don't see that they'd want to make them pay a license fee to actually use their makeup and logos or whatever, because they would have made them do it already.
but saying that, they can do whatever they want to do.
Mm.
I mean, they can come and change it just like that if they really wanted to. I mean, look what happened at the convention when they raided it because they wanted their stuff back.
Well, that was their personal stuff that they were taking back. It wasn't
but there was a story about that from Bill O'Coin that Kiss actually gave it away. It was just around the time that they were talking about reunion, and they had to go to. I know they had police, federal stuff, and the court papers to get the stuff back, but it wasn't long after that till they had the reunion tour, and Bill O'Coin said they gave these costumes away. They didn't want it. It's just been in a warehouse for so many years, and and then they went to reclaim it all back. I mean, like I say, if they want to license these, want these tribute bands to license, they can do it just like that if they want to.
Yeah, if they want to, but I don't think they will.
No.
I mean, they would have done it already.
Yeah, I mean, podcasts like this, do we get licensed as well? No. We don't facilitate with KISS. We only talk about KISS. We don't get paid for this, and we put our own effort into this. We put our own resources in this to get the program, website and stuff. We don't get paid for this.
No, we don't.
I get a coffee from my missus. We buy the coffee. I give her a coffee.
A coffee?
Yeah, a coffee cup. But, I thought, let's talk about what happened on today. People just really jumped on board with that. And there was no heated debates and that. I mean, I like the opinions of people, and they're entitled to have their own opinion. And, the more the merrier. If they jump on board,
yeah, exactly.
They can talk to one of us or talk to both of us,
and talk to us anytime they like.
Yeah. So let's move on to our next subject. We've been talking just recently over the course of this week, the cover songs that other artists and bands have done over the years, and this also is a great topic, and we're going to go into more depth on this. This was the original topic, but I thought we'd get the things off. If we go over an hour, so be it, but this was the original topic. And we want to talk in length of this, and the reason why I want to talk on this, I want to expand the horizons of all the bands that done it, and it's
done Kiss covers over the years.
Some great ones and some terrible ones.
Some really terrible ones. Nirvana.
But here's a question I want to ask you, David.
Yeah.
While we go on to other bands doing Kiss songs.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first Kiss cover song they ever recorded?
You mean other bands recording Kiss covers?
No. What song has Kiss covered? The very first Kiss cover song.
It's on the first album.
Yes, it is.
Kissin' Time.
Yes. That was recorded due to the fact they had a promotion going around for a kissing contest.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was actually from Neil Bogart. It wasn't actually from Bill O'Coin. It was from Neil Bogart decided they needed to do something to promote the kissing contest and Kissing Time, which was not officially on the original album. They had to do another take of it. And Kissing Time was slotted in. And that was the very first cover song they ever did. And there's been some reports that a lot of them didn't like that song. They didn't like it, but it was what it is, and it created onto other things like Ace Frehley. He's a cover fanatic. All the solo albums that Ace Frehley has done, there's at least one or two cover songs in it. I mean, New York Groove.
Yeah, I think I remember when he did record Anomaly, he was considering doing another Rolling Stones song at the time, but then I think someone put it to him about doing Sweet's, Fox on the Run, which ended up on the album, but he was originally going to do another Rolling Stones track.
which I will just jump in just quickly.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to the co-executive producer of Anomaly, and we'll be talking
Yes.
in detail about that as well.
Sometime this week, in the Jamie.
And I believe there was another guest performer that was supposed to be on that, but never fell through. I will get into that, but I'm going solo next week.
Yes. I'll
Yeah, go.
due to the fact that the time of the interview and I've got my work commitments and all that, I won't be available to do the next interview with Frankie Munoz, who produced Anomaly. Yeah, and Newstead EP. Due to work and everything, I can't be there, and unfortunately, I would have liked to been talking to Frank and talking about Jason Newstead and Ace and all that. But I'll be back next week, people.
Yeah, and
on the next one.
The thing is, we'll go back to the cover songs. There's a lot of cover songs that not Kiss in general, but Ace Frehley has done. Like I said, New York Groove is a cover song. 2000 Man on Dynasty is a solo.
Well,
cover.
what was the one on? There was one on Love Gun as well. Then She Kissed Me.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Then She Kissed Me. God, when even late in later years, you got God Gave Rock and Roll to You.
From Arja.
Rock and Roll Hell.
Yes.
Then even one that they recorded but was never on a Kiss album.
Sword and Stone.
No, you're not thinking, no. The Ramones track, remember?
Ah, yes.
Remember Rock and Roll Radio?
Yes.
Which they did for the Ramones tribute album.
Well,
and it was actually only Gene, Paul, and Eric that did that one. I don't think Tommy actually played on it.
Well, this was actually recorded just not long after the Sympathy, I believe. Or around the time of Rock and Nation tour.
Yeah, it was. It was around about 2004. I've got the Ramones tribute album here, but just I'll look it up in a minute, and I'll be able to tell you what year it came out.
Let's go into the other bands. I mean, a lot of bands are influenced by Kiss, whether they picked up the first live record or Destroyer or whatever record they picked up.
Well, and it's not just bands from just the glam rock genre either. It's you've got extreme metal bands doing Kiss covers.
Also
to rap artists, and we believe that when you watch Kiss Mass DVD and you look at the list that they showed up, even Madonna was going to do a Kiss cover of "I Was Made for Loving You."
Well, even though on the Kiss My Ass, there's a Japanese orchestra doing, I think.
Yoshiki.
Yeah.
Film Black Diamond, yeah.
And in between it goes into Unholy, and it goes back to Black Diamond.
Yeah, but what was I going to say? What's your favourite Kiss cover, Jamie?
I have to be the most fanatical person to say this because I've listened to a lot of covers at the moment, a lot of covers. But I'm still getting goosebumps of this tribute album that Mitch Lafon done. I've got
great.
the download because, as you know, we are pledging. We had pledged.
We've both pledged. I'm still waiting on my CD copy.
Same as here. But at this present time, there's two, but one's higher than the other.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hell from that is just gotta be a ball game way out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
That was better than the original, I believe.
Yeah.
And another take Breakout with Todd and John Reagan.
Yeah.
And
but that's actually more a bass song, but
yeah. But the thing is, there's been so many covers.
Yeah.
There's been terrible ones as well. There's been so many. I mean,
as I
just
said
the
before.
top of my head, Going Blind by Nirvana.
No, they didn't do Nirvana. Nirvana didn't do Going Blind. They did Do You Love Me?
Oh, sorry. Do you love me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I was going to say that as well. Nirvana, that was a shit. I mean, Kurt Cobain trying to sound like Paul Stanley. No thanks.
Well, the funniest thing is, Kurt was a Kiss fan before he.
Oh, oh
what he
yeah.
did.
I mean, everybody, like even Fred Durst, is a Kiss fan.
Well, he goes to Gene Simmons' house a lot.
Uh,
Yeah. But
yeah, and he was He was actually on the VH1 Ultimate Albums Kiss Alive special as well.
yeah,
So.
dating
Yeah,
about that we got ripped off, but it wasn't
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But
Or at least one of my favourites.
before you say that,
Yeah.
my favourite Kiss cover song is When I Fucking Do It. You know,
Yeah.
no.
No.
I've done some competitions just recently with Kiss. I've dressed up as Gene and whatnot, and yeah, people are saying, "Gee, you sound like Gene, and you should start a tribute band." I'm not in for to be in a tribute band. I want to be original. I want to do my own thing.
Mm.
Kiss orientated, well, Kiss influence, but
No.
nah. I mean, I'll love to, but at this present time in my life, I just don't see it happening. If someone does come along, well, so be it. But I'd rather just stick to what I do, and you know, I write songs. I haven't put music to it yet. I've got papers here still, but yeah. When I perform Kiss, I do it every Friday night down the road here. People love it, you know. I've done some Paul songs. I've sung as Paul. I've sang as Gene. I've done both. Gotta Go Rock and Roll to you.
Yeah.
But that's not my favourite. I want to do other things as well, like Domino and Take It Off and stuff like that. But yeah, going back to you, Dave. What's your favourite?
Well, other than Kiss, I do like some heavier bands as well. So one of my favourite covers, and I know a lot of other people wouldn't agree with me, but the Arch Enemy cover of The Oath, which they did release on, I forget, but then they put it on on the bonus disc with their latest album, Chaos Legions, and also another one it was actually from a Melbourne band called Warped. They did a cover of Parasite, which I really like as well. But
I believe it. I've been looking for it online.
And also Megadeth's cover of Strange Ways, which is on the War Chest box set.
Yes, but I've been saying to you before, David. There was another Aussie band called Killing Heidi.
Yeah.
They did I Was Made for Loving You. I think it was in the Triple M studios or one of the morning shows. Not on an album, but they did it live, acoustically.
All right. Was it the Triple J like a version type competition that they had, was it? Because I know Triple J used to get bands in to
this was around not long after or around the time of the Kiss Sympathy tour.
Oh, right, yeah.
And probably just around the last album that Killing Heidi brought out anyway.
Yeah.
And they were in the studio, in the radio station, and they did I Was Made for Loving. Now, how many bands have done, or artists have done I Was Made for Loving? I mean, we've heard of them.
The Blizzard Brothers.
Yeah.
Who else has done it? Wigwam, the Norwegian rock band. Who else can you add, Jamie? Well, as I said, I mean, Madonna was going to do a cover of I Was Made for Loving You for the Kiss Mars tribute album.
Only because you wanted to, you know, lick up Gene's ass or something. I'm sorry for getting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before you did. Yeah.
No, but due to record company bullshit, that didn't happen.
Yeah. I believe there was another dance band in Europe did Heavens on Fire.
Yeah. Well. Okay. I haven't heard that one. Do you remember the name of it? Or
I will find it, but
we'll put it up if we do find it, we'll put it up in our podcast page and let you see it.
This disco track of Heavens on Fire was an eye-opener. It wasn't great, but it was... I don't think there's any covers much taken off the Revenge album. I haven't actually heard much.
There is one.
Well, there is one.
Spit.
There is one.
Spit.
Well, there's another one.
Oh,
Unholy
yes,
from
we were talking about Unholy by Black Veil Brides, which also features the awesome guitar talents of Mr. Zach Wilde from Black Label Society.
Yeah, well, see,
that's a great version.
Well, see, Dave just...
That is a great version.
I just want to jump in just quickly, Dave, not to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
David here's a bit biased. He loves
Black Label. Yes, I do love Black Label Society.
Black Label Society. Here I am, haven't bloody seen them yet, because Adelaide, which is nicknamed Radelaide, I don't know what's radical about Adelaide, we hardly get all these bands that come here. Now, I'm not going into detail, but this one here,
they would have played...
the other one on the other end here...
Who, me?
Yeah. Has seen some bands that I love to see, like Striper. 3 years ago when I was doing the radio show, Striper did the 25th anniversary here in Australia. Never came to Adelaide. Well, where did they go? To David's place.
No, well, it'd be nice if they played in my backyard, but yeah. In Melbourne, yep.
You know, 2 years ago, Black Label Society was at the Soundwave. I didn't go.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was going through some personal stuff. I won't go into it. But the thing is, this one here, who I call my friend, is biased that Black Label Society's on Black Veil Brides. Well, not Black Label Society, but Zach Wilde, who played with Ozzy Osbourne as well.
Yeah, he did too.
Was joining Black Veil Brides to do Unholy. Now, when I first listened to Unholy, I wasn't a fan of it straight away. I grew as I listened to it on and on. I thought, why rip it off? And then I realised that Andy Bursek, who was the lead singer of Black Veil Brides, was a Kiss fan himself. He got into Kiss at the age of 4 because his dad had all these Kiss items, like the bubblegum cars and that, down in his basement, and he went down and that's how he became a Kiss fan. Now, he became a Kiss fan around the Revenge.
Yeah, right, yeah,
time.
92,
so
yeah.
It comes hand in hand for doing Unholy as well, so you can understand why he did Unholy, because the Revenge album influenced his life as a Kiss fan back then, and Unholy, I don't know if it's on the album. I think it's on an EP, isn't it, Dave?
I'm pretty sure it was an EP or single or something.
Yeah.
It was on. I don't think it was on the Black Veil Brides album.
Yeah. And I do believe they are doing it live. They are performing Unholy live in some of their sets.
Oh, nice. So hopefully, if they do come back to Australia, they'll play it in.
And talking about my other co-host here, sorry for pointing there, but it's on the other end of my computer here. The other band that he has seen, and I mentioned the band name Striper, did a Kiss cover song called Shout Out Loud on their covering album.
They didn't actually play it when they came here.
No, but they're playing it live over in America. And that. But Shout Out Loud. I want your opinion on that, Dave, because as you know, your partner, or your wife, as to say, is a massive Striper fan.
She is, very, very much so. I actually think it's quite good. I mean, Michael Sweet has the voice to sort of pull it off and do a great job of it. So even if Michael Sweet couldn't, even Oz Fox, the other guitar player, has a great voice and could have done it as well. But no, Striper did a great version of Shout Out Loud for those that haven't heard it. Yep. Go look it up on Spotify or go buy the Striper Second Coming album.
Yes.
No, sorry, not
the covering.
It's the covering.
Yes.
And you'll be able to hear their version of Shout Out Loud, which is great.
Go onto their YouTube channel, Striper YouTube channel. They have got Shout Out Loud live when they play it. So all the live stuff and whatnot, Striper stuff is on their YouTube channel. But yeah, I loved it. As soon as you introduced me to Striper, bang.
Oh, I'm glad I got you onto another band, mate.
Yeah, and we have got Michael Sweet following us on our Twitter page. matter of fact. So
Maybe, hopefully, when we do the other podcasts, we can get him on.
yeah, but I know another band who was heavily influenced by Kiss is Skid Row.
Yeah.
I believe that they did Cold Gin, or no, Sebastian Batch did Cold Gin, and H. Frehley joined them on stage to play Cold Gin.
Yeah, it was back when they were touring with Pantera, and the guys from Pantera actually joined them on stage. It was the guys from Skid Row. I think Vinny was actually drumming. Vinny Paul from Pantera was drumming. And they all kind of like made these sort of semi-Kiss costumes and all that and put them on. At least the guys from Pantera did. And then Ace got up and with them as well. It's if you haven't seen it, it'll probably be on YouTube, but it's also on Skid Row's Roadkill VHS video.
Yes.
So yeah, check it out. It wasn't bad actually.
Talking about Cold Gin, another band that I do like, which I have taken a break just recently, is Disturbed, that did Cold Gin.
There's been quite a few bands that done Cold Gin. As I said, Disturbed. Who else has done it? Death Angel. Death Angel did it on the Frolic on the Park. Frolic Through the Park album. Who else has done it? There's the Spin the Bottle tribute album, which is
yes, I was just about to go on to that.
On my table over there.
We're talking about Spin the Bottle, Dave. I've got it here, but every time I load it up, it doesn't register.
What on your computer?
Well,
on
computer, CD, DVD player, whatever.
Is it scratch?
We'll talk soon about that. I need something, but this was given to me by another fan of mine that was through the radio show, and it doesn't play, and I can't get the file up or enter to put it on my Kiss iPhone here. I can't do it. It doesn't register, but Spin the Bottle. Bob Killick got together and organised a tribute album. His brother Bruce is on there.
Yeah, we were watching the bonus DVD of it when you were over here.
Ozzy Osbourne is even on it. He sang a song.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Ozzy. It was Buzz Osbourne from the Melvins.
Ozzy is on it apparently.
No. It's Buzz Osbourne from the Melvins who he did the vocals on God of Thunder. Yeah.
I say Ozzy Osbourne because he's from Australia.
Ah, okay.
You know, but no. Lenny is on there from Motorhead.
Yeah, doing Shout Out Loud.
Yes.
With Jennifer Batten, who is the guitarist for Michael Jackson, and Samantha Maloney, who was the drummer for both Hole and for a short time was the drummer for Motley Crue. In a very short time in the early 2000s on the Maximum Rock tour.
Yes. And also, a person that you and I, Dave, met in 2010 is also on that album.
Yes, Bob's younger brother, Bruce.
Yeah, not just Bruce, which I mentioned earlier. Robin Ford is on there.
Oh, yes, and Robin Ford as well, yeah. I forget.
You know,
got that one.
So,
let's just say he's a bit of a strange cat.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Robin Ford, David. Do you find him a bit, I don't know, I want to get the right word. I want to get the right word. Do you find him out there or just more back?
I wouldn't say,
What I mean out there is he's like in your face, or you think he's like, nah.
He's more laid back, sort of more, how should I say, because very... Yeah, it just seems a bit... what we're talking about is Jamie and I saw Robin Ford at the Australian International Music Show back 3 years ago, and he was doing sort of like a workshop top click. Yeah, Robin Ford comes from a different background in music than rock and roll. He's more of a jazz, big band sort of guitar player. So he's more sort of not as he was a bit. He seemed a bit. Well, I mean, people were taking photos, trying to take photos and video when we saw him. And he got a bit funny about that. And
I don't think he wants the publicity as much as
no,
what it is. I mean, for those people that don't know, Robin Ford was on 2 songs on Krazy Top
rock
of the
and
Night.
rock. He actually played on. He said he played on 4, but they used
2.
two of them. Now he did the leads on Rock and Roll Hell and I Still Love You.
Well, see, when people say the lead on Rock and Roll Hell, there wasn't actually a lead as
Or
such.
a guitar sort of piece, yeah.
But we did meet him, and it was a great thing. I wore my Creatures of the Night T-shirt that day, and you know, he kept looking at me. I had my hand up to ask him a question.
I had this one on.
And he kept looking at David and I and David's wife, Sandra, and we were all sitting in the row there, halfway up near the back. And this was packed. We did have to pay for this, and it was great. It was a great thing and whatnot, and it was a great time. And I was just inspired by his technique, and
he's very, very sort of into all his playing and all that, and just with the whole, and didn't want all the photos and all and the flashes to distract him. I don't think, and all that. So, yeah.
But going back on Spin the Bottle, the concept behind that cover album was to keep it original format. Anything before 1980.
Yeah. All the classic songs. And
the original format. And they played a lot of original stuff on there, and Bob didn't want anything makeup error or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it was just before 1979. I don't think any songs from Dynasty was on there either.
No, there wasn't. No.
So it went up to 77 then.
So, 77, 78. Yeah.
And but great concept. The worst one, or I won't say.
To me, none of the covers on that Spin the Bottle is shit.
No, I wasn't going on that. I think the worst one, and it came out before Kiss My Ass, was the one that we're talking about with Nirvana on it.
Oh, that's the Hard to Believe.
Yeah.
There were some great ones. I didn't mind the Hard-Ons. The Hard-Ons were a punk power trio here in Australia, but they did a cover of Lick It Up. And
I thought
the Coffin, and then the Coffin Break cover wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, and I thought you said there was a bit of a heavy version of Beth on that.
Oh God, I haven't heard it. To be honest, I haven't heard it in that long.
Well, the last
I know one of my friends has actually got that on vinyl. But I haven't heard all those versions in a good 10 to 15 years.
I don't know much about it. I never heard it. All I know is that Nirvana's on it.
All I remember is that Nirvana cover was just shit ass. Yeah. It was due to mainly the Kurt Cobain's singing. Couldn't hit the notes to save himself.
And then just after that was Kiss My Ass, with a tribute album that Kiss officially
released. I think the Hard to Believe one was quite a bit before that. It might have been
that's what I'm saying.
90, 91, I think, around that one.
After that was
Kiss My Ass came out around about when was it?
94.
Yeah, around about 94, 95.
Yeah.
Early 90s.
What about some of the artists that were supposed to be on Kiss My Ass and never?
Well, one I just mentioned before, Megadeth.
Yeah.
When you hear the actual CD and you hear the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones cover of Detroit Rock City, you actually hear Gene's phone message to one of the guys in Mighty Mighty Boss Tones saying that Megadeth were going to do Detroit Rock City. Whether they were, I don't know. But as I said before, they did do a cover of Strange Ways, which I think may have been done for the Kiss Master tribute album. So, but hopefully one day, very soon, when Megadeth are on Soundwave, I'll get to meet Dave Mustaine and ask him whether that was supposed to be for the Kiss Master tribute album. Yeah, so, and actually, I think Metallica was supposed to be involved in it as well, weren't they? And Motley Crue, because all the bands that they say were in the credits on that were missing in action, like Motley Crue, Madonna, Nine Inch Nails, Tupac Shakur, Cypress Hill, Megadeth, Cypress Hill, and all those bands. So there's quite a number of bands.
I think Hootie and the Blowfish was supposed to do one as well.
There's a lot of bands, but due to other competing record companies and all that put a lot of those bands.
Well, funny we say that. We'll go back into Kiss My Ass. But on this Monster album, Kiss was supposed to do a duet with Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yes. And that would have been. To be honest, I'm not really. Say what you like about Lady Gaga, and I probably will, but I'm not the greatest fan of her music.
Well, let me tell you something. I would have walked away from it. I would not have bought the CD. I would not have bought the album.
To be honest, I would have got it.
No, I wouldn't.
It would have been interesting though, because they've never really done a duet with any other artist on a Kiss album.
Why should they? That's the thing. Why should they? Why should they?
Well,
if they want to do a
if they want to everything.
Yeah, well, if they want to do a duet with someone, get freaking
I mean, and they are fans.
Get Dr. McGee in the studio and sing along with them. You know.
Oh, please, do we want to hear? I don't know whether Doc can sing.
But no, I had my reasons. I had my reasons why I don't like Lady Gaga.
I don't really either. But her music, but to hear her, I don't know, singing a Kiss song would be.
I know she's a freak. Cool. I know she's a freak. I know that, but I don't need Kiss to commercialise her any more than what she's already is. I don't need that.
Yeah.
All right, that's my opinion. I mean, they can shoot me if they want, but
no, you're entitled to your opinion, mate.
Let me put it this way: if they were going to do a duet with somebody, or get somebody in, get someone who is in their genre of music, someone like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, someone like Rob from Judas Priest.
But it's kind of like we can talk about Lady Gaga and Kiss. It could have worked, but then.
But the thing is,
then we're looking at not from when you look at it that way, and then you look what Metallica did with Liv Reed.
Well, that's the thing.
That didn't work, but that's the whole album. That was a whole album, but
yeah, but that's the thing.
Even on this one,
I don't think Kiss wanted to go back to their disco ways with Unmasked and Dynasty.
I think it still would have been, basically Freak would have turned out the way it did, but with her vocals on it, her duet vocals.
They at least were going to pass it on to her.
Or even have had maybe they could have done it and had it as a bonus version and had still the normal version of Freak that's on the album, but then if they were going to have it like a tour edition and have that version with Lady Gaga doing the duet vocals with Paul on it as well.
I keep my opinions to myself because I don't like dance music whatsoever.
No. I know, but I'm not saying it would have turned out like a dance version.
Nah.
Still would have been totally rock. Just to have, wouldn't have put like turntable beats or any of that shit in it. It would have been heard with her vocals on it.
Yeah. I'll just get the baseball back and knock her out of the baseball park. I mean, I just... if fans want to listen to it, they can listen to it. But if that would have, for me personally, if that would have happened, I would not have bought it. I would not have bought it. I mean, for me, Kiss is supposed to be rock and roll, but with the...
And it always will be.
Well, yeah, they did slide off the radar a little bit around 1979 to 1981 before Creatures came out, and I don't think they want to go back to that.
No, of course they don't.
But here's a question I want to ask you, Dave.
Yeah, mate.
Had Van Halen, even though Eddie Van Halen, well, it's been reported that he wanted to join Kiss, it hadn't come from him, it came from Gene. Have they done a cover song of Kiss in their career? Because they are heavily influenced.
I wouldn't say that. No, they've never really done a cover as Van Halen.
Eddie done it?
I mean, we all know that they did some demo work with Gene and Paul or Gene on some songs from Love Gun, on Christine 16 and a couple of others. But they haven't. Van Halen have never recorded a Kiss cover, as far as I know. Well, I haven't heard of one.
Well, would you love to hear it if they did?
Yeah, it would be interesting. But what song?
I would love to see Eddie Van Halen take off No No No.
Oh, he could do that in his sleep.
I know, but
because No No No. I mean, Bruce was always like Eddie Van Halen and tried to kind of do his own version like of Eddie Van Halen thing, you know. Eddie Van Halen would be able to knock that one out of the park. Actually, David Lee Roth probably wouldn't sound too bad singing that, actually. Yeah, you got me thinking.
Yeah.
That actually would be quite good. Yeah.
Always up for it to give him a challenge. I might actually give him a message and see what happens. But Kiss My Ass. We had Garth Brooks, Stevie Wonder, Lenny Kravitz, Jim Blossom,
Anthrax.
We had
Extreme.
Toad Wet Sprocket doing a country version of Rock and Roll All Night.
Oh, that's another crap.
You
know? That was terrible. That one too. To be honest.
I first listened to that Rock and Roll All Night, I'm going, what the
I want to rock and roll all night. God, that one, mate, it nearly sent me to sleep.
That's like going to a one-horse country town. You go, out of your mouth.
Howdy on, partner.
But it wasn't one of those barnyard type of version. It was like
Snorefest type version.
You know, like watching Oklahoma, Alabama or something like that. Or something like that. One of those old country westerns. Probably like watching Gone with the Wind. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, but every time when I let off wind, I'm gone. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, my favourite one off that it has to be because I love the band anyway, and the Anthrax's version of She.
That actually does sound a bit like the Kiss, and I truly believe that's a lot heavier than what it was.
Well, I think Kiss did have some involvement in that one as well. They produced it, I think.
Yeah, they produced it. The only song they played with was
the Hard Like Woman one, in Nashville.
Brooks.
Yeah.
But who would have thought that Stevie Wonder played harmonica on Deuce?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, with Lenny Kravitz.
That was an eye-opener for me. When I heard that Stevie Wonder was going, I wonder if he's going to play the piano. But no, he played the harmonica.
But probably, I don't know whether piano would have sounded any good on Juice. But doing the harmonica sort of kind of replaced like a solo type sound. It actually sounded quite good.
I'm actually hearing a story. I don't know if this is true or not, but Bob Dylan was supposed to do a Kiss cover.
Well, I've never heard that one, but it would be interesting to hear him do it.
Well, on Arsehole, who co-wrote a song with Gene on Arsehole.
Yeah, he did. I think he did. Yeah.
It's over on the other side of the room here.
Yeah.
Right.
Mine's over the other side of the room.
But yeah. Well,
Stuff grabbing it.
I don't know
now.
if it's true or not, but Bob Dylan was supposed to do one as well.
Mm.
I love to hear. We're talking about cover songs here. I love to hear Rod Stewart do "Hard Luck Woman." Now, originally this song was supposed to go to Rod Stewart, but they saved it because they wanted to hear Peter Criss' voice. Now, Paul Stanley wrote this. I believe there's a demo out there that has Paul Stanley vocals on it. Now, he has played it live, singing it, and whatnot, but I believe that song, and we'll talk about just coming towards the end of the podcast, next guest host, one of a story that I got from this person 3 years ago, that this was supposed to go to Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
And yeah, wouldn't you, with this duet, or not the duets, this cover songs that catalogue that Rod Stewart brought out.
Like the Great American Songbook thing. Yeah.
We were talking about that Rod Stewart should bring out Hard Luck Woman on one of those albums, and we just wanted to hear Rod Stewart's version of it. Now, I don't know if Rod has actually listened to it or what.
Or whether they did offer it to him and he passed up on it.
So,
you don't know.
Me personally, I'd love to hear it. I mean, you've got two voices that sound similar.
Yeah.
And why not just want his spin take? I mean, there's a lot of other bands I'd love to hear. I mean, wouldn't you love to get Newstead? I know he was in Metallica. Wouldn't you love to get Newstead to do one?
Yeah, get
Thunder.
Newstead, God of Thunder or Parasite.
We're talking about a cover song. There's another good version of God of Thunder. Was on the VH1 Rocks Awards. It's an all-star band.
Yeah, but the all-star band. Yeah,
Rob Zombie.
That was actually good. Although I think I was actually just watching it yesterday. It seemed like I screwed the solo up a little bit in that one too.
I think Slash covered his ass on that one too. But that was the last time Ace apparently
fell off the wagon.
Yeah, fell off the wagon. But just
because apparently because of Tommy Lee.
Yeah, well, not only that, I think his mum died. Ace Frehley's mum died.
Oh, right, yeah.
Recently for that.
Esther Frehley, yeah.
Yeah. But just quickly.
Yeah.
As a dream or fantasy, I should say. Who would you love to see a band cover Kiss song?
Oh, Jesus, so many. I mean, I'd love to hear Metallica do one.
I believe you were saying they did Detroit Rock City, didn't you?
Well, they've done it live. You look it up on YouTube, people. It's up there. Of Metallica doing Detroit Rock City. I think in Detroit as well, from memory, they did it. But to actually, I would love to hear them actually record a Kiss cover. I mean, as we know, Metallica recorded that many bloody covers. It would be nice to see them do a Kiss cover, even Detroit Rock City. My favourite song of all time.
Well, I'm going to go a little bit one on the same direction. I love the Big Four to do a Kiss cover.
Slayer as well?
Yes.
That'd be interesting, but it just wouldn't be Slayer.
You know, I mean, I know they will do it live. I know that they will do it live.
No, it'd have to be totally Slayerized. No,
not just one song. Do it medley, like a Kiss spectacular.
Actually, they wouldn't. If they did a Slayerized version of Juice, that wouldn't be all right, that bad actually. But
what other power song could Slayer do? I mean, you got God of Thunder, Parasite, Watching You.
Be more up their alley.
Yeah, well, go back, Dave. Sorry, I just had a bit of a brain snap here, but yeah.
Yep.
If they did a like a Kiss spectacular type of,
I mean, Slayer. Yeah, I mean,
we're talking about Slayer here. Now, what other Power song is there? There's
It's
Watching You,
heavy
God of
song,
Thunder, Parasite. Anything?
Unholy.
Yeah.
And they could do it, but do it Slayer's way. But I don't know whether they're big Kiss fans anyway, so whether they'd do it. It'd have to be, because I don't know whether, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not that great at Kiss fans except for maybe Dave Lombardo, and Dave Lombardo's no longer in the band.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
I don't think Kerry's a big Kiss fan.
is that because they claim, well, some of these bands, especially Dee
It's
Snider, Dee
glam
Snider,
band.
Dee Snider from Twisted Sister say that Kiss sold out.
Wasn't that was more JJ French. It said that Gene ruined the brand. Gene's ruined the band with all. If those who watch it'll, well, more Americans that have seen it. D and J's appearance on That Metal Show, and JJ French has actually given it to Gene, saying, yeah, just hates the way he's ruined the band and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with what he said, but yeah.
Well, even Gene admitted that he was screwed up. He went Hollywood, he sold to Hollywood.
No, but I think it's Jay was talking more about recently, the recent events and all that.
Oh, you're talking about Gene Simmons' Family Jewels? Yeah.
No, or even with the merchandise, whatever they've done in the more recent years, not with Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, but with the band itself.
You just remembered me something, David.
It reminded you, yeah?
Ace Frehley did a cover of Kiss song.
Yes, he did, on Trouble Walking.
Yes.
But I think he even...
Hide
no,
Your
actually,
Heart.
no.
Hide Your Heart.
Yes. So I was just trying to remember whether he released... No, he released it after Kiss. That's right. Hide Your Heart was on Trouble Walking. Yeah, he did too.
Yeah. And there's other versions, other people have done covers of that as well. But, yeah. Who would have thought that Ace Frehley did a Kiss cover song? And I believe there was a bit of debate going on with that. Between, I think it was Gene, not Paul, about releasing that.
Yeah.
I think talks was going around. There was a massive argument. I think someone in Kiss didn't want Ace
at the time, I know Eric Carr wanted to do the drums on the Trouble Walking album, but he was all geared up to do it and everything, and Gene and Paul has turned around and said, "No, you're not doing it." And he apparently he's then rang up Ace and sort of really disappointed, said, "No, I can't do it. They won't let me do it."
And he decided to do an album with Bruce Kulick himself.
The Rockology album. Yeah.
But I was saying that, do you like that version from Ace Frehley?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. Whether I like it more than the Kiss version,
Now, do you think that was more of a kick in the arse to Paul and Gene for what they were saying about him at that time?
I don't think it's got in. I think it's, it's a great version anyway. So I don't think it had anything to do with the politics between, Ace and Gene and Paul.
No.
It was just a great song. He wanted to cover it.
Yeah, but I did know there was a bit of talk behind. There was a bit of argument. There was almost a lawsuit that was going to come out to stop Ace to release it.
Okay.
And it was written in the. I don't think it's written in the book, but there is something about that. And yeah, truth to be told, he did release it, and yeah, I don't think he performed it live though. I want to check that out.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he did actually, but no, it's a great version. I like it. Good version.
But yeah, we're just about to wrap that episode up. I want to give homework to the listeners out there. What is your favourite cover song that other artists or bands have done of Kiss? Also, give us your report on that.
Yeah. Also, as something more, we put it up on the Facebook page before. We want you to design us a banner logo.
Yep.
Just either you can design. We'll give you a month to do it, and you can either Facebook message it to one of either Jamie or I, or you can load it up on the Crazy Nights podcast page.
Yes.
And Jamie and I will judge who the ones we like, the one we like the best, and there will be a prize for it.
Yes.
We won't say it. We're still working. We're still being sent it at the moment. So the prize. So we won't tell you what it is at the moment.
No. And the thing is, we want people to be creative.
Yes, so we want definitely creative.
We don't want things to look just mediocre. What I'm saying about mediocre, we don't want something just can be easily done. We want some talent and creative designs. Now, the reason why we're saying that, we just want to get the fan to interact with us a lot more. There will be a prize, as David mentioned, towards the person that comes up with the best design. Now, could we use this for other things? Yes, we could. We can use it for other avenues that we got in place. We won't go on to it just yet. We are looking into it. One of them being a T-shirt and that. But that will come in part and parcel as we go along, not straight away. But we want the fan to get inspired by what we do. There's a lot of comments saying that we're doing great production, great in-depth discussions, and whatnot, and we applaud those comments. And
we appreciate all your feedback and all that as well. It's good or bad. If there's something that you think we could do better, tell us that too.
Yeah, I mean, I can pick my nose or do it. No, I won't do that. But
no, don't do that.
No, but no, I mean, we want the fans to explore us, come and find us, and when we're there on Facebook, we're there on Twitter, and we are going to be up on iTunes, and without a doubt, every week we've been asked when we're going on iTunes. We're just getting the website RSS feed, and
fill me in on that when we get off here too. Let me know how that's going.
Yeah. And I've got to say is at the start, it's a pain in the ass, like I said to Michael Brownfold last week. When you get off the bike, you got to jump back on, and that's what we're doing.
We'll try to make the show as good as we can for you and all that, and just putting out the best product we can. We'll keep working on it, and make it the best that we can, and people, if people want to watch it, and also pass it on to your friends and people that you know. You're all always interested in hearing what people think of our podcast. And good comments, even if you got some constructive feedback, ways we can make it better. By all means, let us know.
We can only use what we can use, and we're not rich, we're not poor. We're not poor either. We're just we're trying to work on different avenues, and we're trying to explore, and we will create something out of it, and it's doing it all right. So homework again, folks, is to name your favourite cover song that other bands or artists have covered off Kiss. If you've got more than one, please put them down there also.
Yeah, please. Tell us on the Facebook page.
Yes.
We'll put up a discussion topic and let it about what Jamie's just said, and then put down what your favourite covers are and why.
Yeah. And also, we want to say just at the end, happy birthday again to Gene.
Yep.
We can just...
Happy birthday, Gene! Oh yeah!
I want to stick my tongue out like Gene does. See, he doesn't have a mouth. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a mouth. Look at that. He doesn't have a mouth at all.
Yeah.
You need to put a tongue on it.
Yeah.
You know?
And give me all your cash.
No, you can piss off. I'm not giving you nothing. You know? When you decide to make an effort of putting some new stuff up that I can actually use, then you'll get me cash. Yeah. You know. But yeah, so we're going to wrap this one up. Dave, it's been another great week, and birthday special for Gene Simmons, my idol.
Yes,
So,
our idol. Yep.
Well, our idol,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, yeah, you're older than me, so I've got to break
Hey, what's the elder bit? Unless you're talking about the elder. Like a boy cannot see. Yes. And see my vocals as bad as bloody Cobain's.
Yeah, well, I'm saving my voice. That's probably the best thing I've done all year. But anyway, guys, you know why we're here. You know what to do. Leave your comments and feedback on YouTube and also on Facebook. And, you know, give us your homework questions and that. And also the other homework, be creative. You might get a prize, and you will get a prize as soon as they come in. All right, guys, we're going to catch you later, and we'll be back next week. So join us again. See you, Dave.
See ya.
See ya.
See you, guys.
They try to tell us we